Hey guys, well I finally have a little bit of energy, so I'm gonna do some stuff on the Mazda. It's been a rough couple weeks. I haven't had the energy to do anything. So it is exactly where we left off. I did get my new head gasket in. This one is different than the last one that I ordered. Because last one I ordered, the fire ring didn't go out around the pre-cup. It went flush, straight shot. So I don't know what that gasket is, but it's not the proper one. This one is for an IDI because it has the pre-cup cutouts. So I'm going to use this head gasket, and I'm also going to do some stuff to the head. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all the injectors out, pull the glow plugs out, and I'm going to drive the pre-cups out, marking them of course so they go back in the proper hole. I'm going to clean out all the holes really good. And then I've got some Loctite 620. It's high heat. It's made for this kind of stuff. Maybe not this very specific application, but they use it to hold in cylinder sleeves. So if it can withstand those temps, it'll withstand pre-cup temps. So, and I'm gonna also stake it. I'm staking the head around the pre-cup in like 4 or 6 spots. These things are never coming out again. So step the first, get the head off, and then pull the injectors out. And then I've got to machine a tool that fits down the injector hole so I can drive the pre-cups out. It cannot be steel, so I'm going to have to either find a chunk of brass. I know I don't have a piece of brass long enough, so what I might end up doing is building the initial piece out of aluminum, recess inside it, and then put a little brass insert so the brass hits it, because the aluminum's just going to chip and mush. The brass will withstand beatings a lot better than aluminum will. So that's the whole reason behind that. But yeah, I'm going to get to it. So let's kick it into high gear. I want to get this thing running. I've just had no freaking motivation. The whole head gasket leaking and the intercooler not going to work because the turbo needs clocked, and I can't clock the turbo because I need a different exhaust manifold, etc. It was just such a freaking kick in the pants, like all that stuff all at the same time. It was just too much. It derailed my motivation train, and that on top of being burnt out, it wasn't a good combination. So I took a couple of weeks off from this thing. Haven't touched it. Look, the torque wrench is still right where I left it. But today I'm feeling all right. I'm still tired, but I'm feeling all right. So we're gonna see what we can do with this head, because I want to get this thing running and driving so bad, so bad. Yeah. So you guys can see what I'm talking about, right? Like, that's where the pre-cup sits, and the fire ring goes right through it, and it was leaking basically right after the fire ring. So I don't know what the hell gasket this is, but it's not the right one. It's definitely not for an IDI, so it doesn't have the pre-cup cutouts. So you know what, this might be the entire issue. It's the wrong freaking gasket, but I'm not taking any chances with that. I am going to take care of these pre-cups, because yeah, they do. Maybe they're not protruding. It's not loose. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. I thought it felt loose for a second there, but it didn't. What is this freaking swirling mark? I never noticed that before. But yeah, so I'm thinking that whole freaking head gasket, I'm thinking the head gasket was wrong to begin with. That's probably all it is. You know, I probably don't even need to stake these things in, because I can't catch them. Well, that little divot, but I don't think they're raised. I honestly don't think I can feel them. You know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with this head. I think it was the wrong head gasket to begin with. After comparing the two, like, yeah. So I'm gonna clean this up. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna roll with it. So worst that could happen, I gotta pull the head off again. What's the best that could happen? It actually works. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. It saves me from a lot more work. Chances are really good that it's gonna work. So you know what? I'm willing to take the risk. Well, guys, it's back together. I didn't do anything with the head other than clean it up, clean the block up, put the brand new head gasket on, the proper head gasket on, torqued the head down, and then I put all the rest of the stuff back together. Fired it up. It sounds better when it's cranking now. It runs, I don't know, I think it runs better. Before it was making a weird noise when I cranked it over, and I think that was compression leaking out behind the pre-cup into the cooling chamber. There's none of that this time. This thing runs so much better. The pump seems a little lethargic, so I'm going to have to get it timed. One of my buddies that I just met like 4 days ago, he's right into this stuff. He came over and he tightened up all the injector lines as I cranked it and helped me get this thing going. You guys will probably meet him sometime, maybe. Kitty! You're in a YouTube video. Anyways. Oop. Probably don't want to be there. But, yeah. Now I gotta fill this thing up with water. And I'm gonna see if it pressurizes the cooling system right away. So, I will grab my magical funnel of funneling. And go get a bucket of water. And we will see what happens. I am convinced... Oh, that was a fail. Did you scratch my truck? Little baby kitty claw marks. A little bit. But, holy focus. Focus, you... There we go. So, I will fill up ye old bucket, and we're going to get this thing filled up with water, and we're going to fire it and see if it runs for longer than 5 seconds. Without pressurizing the cooling system. I do have to go through some of the fittings, like this guy down here, clean it up really good, because it was leaking out of there, and it was leaking out of there, and I think that was it. These two fittings that I machined, they work fine. What actually was leaking out of is the O-ring on the back. I just tightened it down a little bit more. You are just determined to be in this video. Oops, sorry. So sorry. Come on. You silly. That's not drinking water. That's rad water. Damn it. Cute kitty is cute. Just don't knock anything over. Hashtag farm life. But, yeah, I'll go get some water, and we will see if this thing pressurizes. Well, that's where all the marks on my windshield are from. Alright guys, water level's right here, like you can tell. I'm going to fire it up, and we will see if this starts bubbling right away. Then I'm going to take it all back apart. But if it doesn't, then we win. Your turn. That bubble doesn't count. Those couple of little burps, that wasn't anything either. Doesn't count. Oh, dropping all kinds of stuff. I think we're good. I do. I really think we're okay. Yeah, I think I messed up the timing. I think it was head gasket. It was the wrong frickin' head gasket. I think we're good. Unless the thermostat's opening. The water level's dropping every time it bubbles. So it's not boost leaking into it. Or compression leaking into it. Yeah, she's taking a big gulp. The thermostat might be opening. Fine, it hit the ground. Guys, I think we got a winner. Yeah, she's still cold. Either cold or the injection timing's out. But head gasket sealed. That's the proof. I win. Tighten that belt. I need to get the alternator wired up too. No more smoke coming out of there. And keep it rolling. Whatever gasket this is, it's not the right one. Oh look, you can tell. Garbage. Waste my time. Well, she's been running about 5 minutes or so now. It's just starting to get warm up to here, whereas before it got hot pretty quick. get to the watch the fingers, the colder it gets. So yeah, I'm excited. I am so excited. You guys have no idea. It's such a major, I don't even know, just kick in the pants. It was a huge assault on my pants. But all is better now because I have the right frickin' head gasket. Thank you, Ray. Well guys, she's still running. I haven't shut it off yet. This is the longest it's ever run for, and it's doing great. Kitty again. Anyways guys, I'm excited, but I'm tired. I don't want to push too hard and get burnt out again, so I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching guys, and until next time, take care. Kitty! Other kitty!